Hi ladies, Ashley here from GlowbodyPT, and today I am sharing with you my routine that I am doing in order to prepare for labor, delivery, and healthy birth of baby number 4. Ava is joining us today. She's clearly the star of the show. You only need your mat. This routine is going to prepare your pelvic floor muscles and your hip muscles to open up, to be flexible, and to be mobile, to facilitate a smooth and easier vaginal delivery when the pelvis is in alignment. That really helps with vaginal delivery. So here we go. I want you to inhale up with me. Inhale up, arms are gonna come all the way up. And exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale down. And want you to widen these legs right here. Arms are gonna sit out to the side. We're gonna sway hips back and forth. So we're going side to side. I want you to just test your limits. How far can your hips go side to side? This might appear a little like belly dancing. Not my intent. However, belly dancing was created originally as a way to prepare for labor. So it really is good for you. All the way side to side. Now we're gonna work on half circles. So go all the way to one side. We're gonna go half circle back. Now half circle back. So we're only reaching the glutes back. Good. And you're breathing throughout, not holding your breath at all. How big can you make that half circle? And 3, 2, 1. Half circles forward. So reaching hips all the way forward, coming to the side. Now all the way forward. I really do believe that during my first labor and delivery, I was still lifting weights and training. I was not doing the flexibility and mobility that I should be for my hips and pelvic area muscles. And I do think that contributed to a really long, hard, laborious delivery in which I needed an epidural. We're gonna do circles all the way around, arms up at the top. Do big circles, we're going counterclockwise, and then we're gonna go clockwise. Uh-oh, Eva's moving the camera. I might have to go fix the tripod. We're back, camera is good to go. Now we're gonna go clockwise in our circles. My last 2 deliveries were much better, and I really attribute that to actually preparing and training for labor. You can snag my free prenatal training schedule on GlowbodyPT.com. It's exactly how I prepare my body for labor, because ultimately it is an extreme endurance event, and it's going to help you recover faster postpartum as well when you actually train for it. And we're gonna bring feet a little bit wider. Toes are going to point out at an angle. I want hands to come down like this. We're doing side to side hip openers. So kind of making a smile with your glutes. If someone were looking at you from behind, they're gonna see a big smile that you're drawing in the air. Here we go. And 5, get a little lower. 4, 3, 2, 1. Next is pelvic tilt. So staying right down here, I'm just gonna show you. We're gonna inhale in, give me a slight arch in the back right here, and then exhale, drawing pelvic floor up, 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 and drawing baby belly up, bringing pelvis to face towards ribs. Exhale. Inhale in as you curve your back, and exhale. Inhale in, and long, slow exhale out. It's gonna be our longest one. Draw the pelvic floor up, up, and up. Good. And relax and come to standing. Now step forward with your right foot on the mat. Actually, we're gonna start with left foot just so we can open everything up. So we're gonna step forward with left foot. Right foot is going to come back. We're going to lower down, arms come up overhead, reaching high, scoot this back foot back just a little bit. Hands are gonna come down to your quadricep. Now drop this back knee, and 2 hands are coming down to the mat. So I want me to settle in right here, dropping toes to the mat. Now think about sinking the hip flexor towards the floor. We're gonna reach it towards the floor, and then back up to center. This is a slight rocking motion. We are not rushing this. I wanna feel a lengthening in the piriformis in your glutes and hip flexor. Now do a self-check. I wanna make sure that your leg isn't way out to the side over here. I see that a lot. So if it is, center your leg, your knee, ankle should be in line behind you. dropping hip flexor down. Coming back up to center, getting a little lower. Good, now extending the front leg, we're going to sit back and sit down, reaching opposite arm to opposite leg, reaching for those toes. If you're not quite at your toes, no problem, you might be right here. A lot of us get a tight lower back, tight hamstrings. The whole posterior chain gets really tight during pregnancy just due to the curvature of the lumbar spine, and so that can really hurt. This opens up the low back and gives us some good back release. I also have a video specifically on hip and back release. You can find the original on YouTube, in which my boys are just wild and totally themselves, free to be at home in their normal environment. Go forward. Same thing, we're gonna drop the hip flexor down, and then I have an updated version because some women complained. Kind of hurt my feelings actually. They were like, oh, that's so unprofessional. So I ended up making another video because I do care about professionalism, but also kept up the original because that's my real life with kids. And now we're going to bend this back knee. What I want you to create is a 90-degree angle here. So this lower shin is going to be facing straight back and hip flexors are opening up. Chest is going to come up, leaning forward on this front quad. You might feel some tightness here, tightness in the inner groin. These are all the muscles that we want to relax as we're preparing for labor. Increasing the flexibility. We're gonna exhale, inhale in, and exhale to go deeper, 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 deeper. Yeah, you have your llama pillow? Oh, there's a little hole in it. Uh-oh. Mommy will be able to sew that, don't worry. We can do that together. We can fix it together. And we're gonna sit back in that, ladies. So sitting back, glutes are gonna come towards your heel. Facing the torso toward your leg, we're gonna fold upper body over. And exhale. Getting release in this hamstring, your low back. One arm is here for support. The opposite arm to the opposite leg is reaching over to your toes. Can you reach your toes? If you can, I want you to lift the heel off the mat. If not, maybe you're right here. We're still getting the same intent, same effect. And then coming forward again, using your hands to support you. We're gonna really lean into this. We're aiming to get a little bit deeper, so inhale with me. And on an exhale, we're sinking down into the stretch. Doing a self-check, making sure that this back shin is at a 90-degree angle. I'm gonna make sure that's comfy for you, okay, Ava? Okay. And then we're gonna drop to hands, see if you can get a little bit deeper. What we're doing is we're increasing this angle here. It's not going to be quite 180, but that's what we're going for. And then sit back into it again. This leg is now going to come and face the back room, and we're going to reach back. Opening up this hip flexor. I don't want your body way off to the side. Really aim to come back to your mat. Fingertips are facing toward your body. And using your arms to sit yourself back up. Right where this knee is, that's where I need your foot to go. So watch, we're gonna flip our leg around like this and lean over on this leg. I love hanging out with you. And two arms behind you. Now watch what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep this foot almost planted, and I want it to come forward and backward. 2, 3, 4, really open it up, sit this leg down into the butterfly. 5, and one more, ladies, and rest it down. All right, now line at your side, still facing towards me, I'm facing towards you. Your right leg is going to be down on the mat in a nice 90-degree bend. And come right here and support your head with your hand. We're gonna bring leg up as high as you can and give me 5. 5, 4, drawing knee towards your ear. 3, 2, 1. Now go ahead, reach this arm up and see if you can grab your foot. If you can, that's awesome. And what I want you to do is drive the knee towards the armpit and see if you can get it to surpass the back of your shoulder. Depending on your body structure, your hip structure, your pelvic, how you're built, you might prefer that your hands on the outside. For me, I prefer my hands to be on the inside, but see what works for you. And if your hand is not here yet and you can't quite do that full reach, instead I want you right here, bending the knee towards the armpit. And 3, 2, drawing the knee as if it's reaching towards the floor. 1, inhale with me in, and then we're gonna bring leg as far down as we can. And exhale. To make this more advanced, you can even straighten out this bottom leg. Great job, ladies. Now on your back just for a second, we're gonna open up and spreading the legs wide, drawing both knees down to the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. Now roll with me to your side, legs together. We're gonna push ourselves up and stand up again. So we started with left leg forward that time. Now we're gonna start with right leg forward. And I'm gonna give you some space, girl, okay? Excuse me, thank you. So right leg is forward on your mat, ladies. We're gonna step back into a nice long lunge. Inhale, arms up, sink down, 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 down. Arms come down to your quadricep, scoot your foot back. Heel is reaching towards the back wall. We're gonna get a little bit lower, 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 until you're ready to drop that knee to your mat. Bring the top of your foot to your mat. Arms here. You're gonna come down to the inner part of your foot. We're gonna focus on dropping the hip flexor down. We're gonna go through this about 6 times. Something I'm also doing to prepare for labor is I'm eating about 2 to 3 dates per day. I like to cut them open and put in some creamy natural peanut butter, and they taste like a caramel candy. I love them. The dates are going to help you ripen the cervix and prepare for labor. They're really high in fiber as well, so that's going to help us decrease swelling and inflammation in the body, keep you fuller longer, prevent cravings. Definitely want to continue that all the way up until birth. Dropping hip flexor down, down, down. Now we're going to sit back, stretch out the low back and this right hamstring, sitting down, down, down. And your exhale, remember, is going to get you deeper into each stretch. You're aiming to reach for your toes. Move the foot forward a little bit if you can. Feel a nice stretch in the same side of the leg that you're stretching. That's the side of the back you should feel. And coming back forward. Dropping hip flexor down several times, nice and slow. Getting it deeper. Bending this back knee. I want your leg to be perpendicular to the mat. We're going to sink forward. Arm is resting here on your front quad. And things that I'm drinking raspberry leaf tea, which is good for toning the uterus and proven to strengthen the uterus. Some women believe that raspberry leaf tea actually speeds up labor. I don't know if that's proven, but I'm gonna go with it. Sometimes I like it warm, like if I'm having it in the evening. Usually at the time when you'd be snacking is a good time to have tea that doesn't have any caffeine in it. And then other times, we're gonna sit back into this. Twist your torso towards your leg and reach over. And then other times, I like it cold. I like it over ice. I've been really enjoying cold drinks lately. So however you wanna get in your raspberry leaf tea, just make sure that you buy organic, because those leaves are never washed until they're put in steaming hot water in order to get all of those good, healthy antioxidants into your water. So if there's any food to splurge organic on, make it your tea. And raspberry leaf tea is also proven to prevent preterm labor as well as post-term labor, meaning past 42 weeks. We're coming forward again. Really opening up this groin. I want as much space as possible. Think about driving this knee to the back of your room, doing that self-check, making sure that we are at perpendicular here. What I don't want to see is knee caving inward. The other tea I'm drinking is nettle tea, and I actually prefer the taste a little bit better of the nettle tea. We're getting vitamin A, C, D, K, and E. It's also rich in iron and chlorophyll, all really healthy. Sit back with me. And we're gonna bring this foot so that your leg is facing back. And we're going to lean back, opening up this quadricep, opening up the hip flexors. All those things, especially the iron, is really healthy for our blood. It's gonna help prevent hemorrhaging when we do go into labor and help us facilitate a faster recovery because we filled our body with a lot of nutrients. You really lose a lot of nutrients during labor. You're going to lose blood. Some of us are going to lose more than others. Now, right where this knee is, we're going to replace it with the foot. We're gonna open this up and foot's going to come down. And turn, face your knee, and I want you to use the weight of your chest to just fold over this knee while keeping the toes in the knee of your straight leg upright towards the ceiling. So far, dates, raspberry leaf tea, nettle tea, those are the things that I'm really trying to consume a lot of, as well as just healthy produce, because babies grow on nutrients, and if you're not taking in, right where this foot is, we're gonna bring our leg over and face forward. If you're not consuming adequate nutrients for both you and baby, guess what? Baby's going to take what it needs. It's going to take your calcium, your vitamin D, vitamin A, vitamin E, K, D, iron, all of those before you're going to get it. So your bones could suffer if you're not consuming a really nutrient-dense diet. Taking a prenatal is great if that's what you and your doctor have decided on for you, but it's also good to just get your nutrients from natural foods. If you have the luxury and the availability where you live. I know that's not the case in every country. I've traveled to a lot of places. In some places you don't have the luxury of getting a bunch of different fruits and vegetables, produce, meat, or non-meat protein sources. So I understand that that's not a possibility everywhere in the world. Open it up again. Really think about widening this, drawing belly forward, opening up the whole groin. Chest is up. Great. Now we're gonna come on down to our side. So rolling down to your side, your hand is going to be here to support your head. Lower leg is bent at 90 degrees, left leg is bent. We're going to bring leg up as high as it'll come in its own range of motion, it's called. That's the difference between flexibility, how far you can move it, and how far it can move on its own. So we're working on a range of motion. We're lifting all the way up, and we're going to extend the knee. Give me 5, 4, thank you for being gentle, Ava. 3, 2, 1. Now take this arm and reach up. See if you can reach your toes. If you can, great. If not, maybe you're right here. We're going to bring knee down towards the armpit or even back behind the shoulders. Do what's right for you. And then extend. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale with me in. And then exhale, we're going to bring the toes as far forward as you can. Inhale in and exhale. If you're feeling advanced, I want you to go ahead and straighten that leg and see how far we can get this down. Maybe you're not close to this yet, or maybe you're surpassing me. No matter what, this isn't about Ashley Keller versus you. This is about you preparing your own body for labor. And I don't care if you're right here. That's better than doing nothing. Each time you do this, you're going to improve. You're going to make gains. You're going to increase your flexibility and range of motion. And that's going to provide the flexibility and open pelvic canal that we need to facilitate as smooth of a delivery as possible. A favorable delivery, I'll call it. Favorable on the body, at least. Any successful delivery is favorable, but of course it is easier to recover from a vaginal delivery. And relax. Now we're gonna come here on our back. I'm gonna get a little bit of space here. And drawing both knees to the floor. I want heels to come up towards the ceiling. Heels are coming up towards the ceiling. And then back to center as if you're going into butterfly position. Feet come together, feet come apart, knees driving them to the floor. I want you to use those hands to push the knees down, down, down. Hey Eva, can you stop touching that please? Thank you, sweetie. We don't want it to fall down on you. Thanks, baby girl. And feet together. And knees driving down. These pants here, they are a hand-me-down. Most of my kids' clothes are all hand-me-downs. I try to mostly thrift our clothes or get them used, and they are her absolute favorite. So I'm pretty sure they're dance shoes. She likes wearing them with her sparkly pizza shirt, but it makes me smile and makes me happy. And so we're fully extending the legs now. Think about driving your hamstrings to the ceiling and tightening the quads. And on an exhale, we're gonna drive toes to the floor. And 3, 2, 1, come back together. We're gonna do that one more time, ladies. Pull it together, give a good inhale in. Legs extend, exhale out. Toes are driving to the floor, to the floor, to the floor. Good, maybe your hands are right here. I am cool with that. And feet come back together. We're gonna roll to our side. Now last stretch, we're just gonna do a little child's pose. Use a pillow because it feels good to support your baby once you're third trimester like I am. I am 33 weeks right now, and I plan on doing this routine at least once a week post-workout. So we're gonna reach forward. I also recommend twice per week if this is a difficult routine for you, if this is really hard, or if it just feels really good. You can't hurt yourself by doing it more. And if you're feeling advanced, you can go into butcher's block, bending your elbows and putting hands behind your head. Sink glutes back towards your heels, driving chest down towards the mat. And hands down. I'm gonna come up to center. And you are done. Congratulations. You did something so healthy for yourself today and preparing your body for labor. This is going to benefit you. I hope that if you enjoyed this workout that you'll please give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment below. I try to answer all of them. I definitely read every single comment. So say hello, introduce yourself. I'm Ashley, and again, go snag my free prenatal training schedule. No strings attached, it is click and go. It's the most comprehensive prenatal training that I've ever seen online anywhere, and it's completely for free just because I care about women and babies, and I just want to bless you. I love you ladies, and I'll see you next time. Bye.